Good morning, Mr. Jeff here with the American Kenpo Leadership Academy. That's Jeffrey Konich's American Kenpo Leadership Academy. You can check us out at karateforfree.com, where you can try out our program for 2 weeks, absolutely free. Today, I'm going to touch upon one of the subjects we talked about in one of our last videos that had to do with being grounded. Now, of course, we mean being grounded here on earth, here in reality, making sure that we're goal-oriented, okay? That's one aspect to it. The other aspect to it is standing firm with our stances and our position just in everyday life. Now, our goal is to develop ourselves in a positive manner. So that means everything we do becomes developmental in every day. Again, we're developing our practice, and practice is always evolving. That's why it's called practice. It's not really something that is concrete and forever. It's something that's always changing, right? Life is always changing. You're always changing. Every day you're getting older and your body's going through biological changes. Well, this system meets those needs and follows them. So the first thing I want you to think about when it comes to developing yourself in a positive manner is the word intent or intention. I have to have extreme intention with everything that I do in order to have extreme attention in everything around me. So it starts by your posture, right? I have to use intent when I'm breathing and I'm standing. I don't want my emotions to take over my posture, because then I'm not paying attention and I'm not using intention. I'm just giving into an emotion, and we all do it sometimes, but the idea is you don't let those emotions break your focus, and your focus is determined by your intent. So let's try it, standing with intention. We're going to do a few different positions today. The first one is natural. We call it natural position. In yoga, they call it mountain. It's good from that perspective if you think about being rooted, firm, and intent with standing. So as I'm standing like this, it allows me to actually be more relaxed than I am if I'm exercising some type of a habitual posture of some sort. When I stand firm and with intent, I intend on focusing my body. And then from there, I intend on focusing my eyes. So if you don't already do it, you should practice your range of vision. See everywhere that you can bring your eyes and where you can see with your peripheral vision, with your normal vision, your long distance vision. Practice intently looking at things. Also practice focusing your ears. Use intent and specifically try to pick up sounds. I always have the kids take a moment and don't make any noise and listen to all of the sounds around you right now. Why don't you try that? Okay, now think about some things that you heard as you were paying attention. You get the point. That's step one. Intentfully listening. Now, intentfully think. You can speak with your mind without saying anything with your words if you use intention. I intend on standing firm and focusing straight ahead. I intend to lift one leg up and fold my arms and be relaxed in a balanced position. In yoga, this is kind of a variation of the tree. And we'll work in our classes all of the different ways that we might have our foot in that position for whatever it might be doing. But stand with intent. Start with this one. Now, if you want to use extreme intent to illustrate the point, but also get a little bit of a blood flow exercise going, your feet, again, starting from the attention, when our feet are together, like so. I'm going to bring my heels out, I'm going to hang out here for a second because this is also a stance. It's a good supportive one for the hips. Then I bring my feet out, and they're basically right under my hips. That's natural. Now, there's a grace period of maybe half an inch on either side of your foot with these stances, because given by certain symmetrical aspects of your muscular structure, it's going to determine where it's actually comfortable when it goes out. You'll see some people take a wider stance a lot because they have really big leg muscles. That's comfortable for them. That would be like our horse stance. Now, some people really get into the horse stance. We do that, but only when we're forced to, because maybe we just got picked up and thrown, right? But if you have a reason for practicing something, it's not wrong. Remember that. Don't ever let anybody tell you what you're doing is wrong if you know you have a good reason for it. I'm standing with intent like this. I intend on staying focused like I'm in my attention stance, like I'm standing up straight, but I'm in a deep horse stance to feel the stretch right here. Now I want to get out of it with intent one step at a time without hurting myself, but while still working and strengthening those muscles. Now I'm in a horse stance and I tense up all of my leg muscles and I press my hips forward and I feel it right in my abdomen and all of my core. Your entire torso is your core. If you tense that up, again like a bodybuilder, now your arms are relaxed. You don't have to keep those tense the whole time, but you can. You can tense up everything and see which parts you can relax and which parts you can keep tense. Another way we can stand with intention is in our neutral bow, or in yoga as they call it, the warrior. Right? There's different ways I can do this. Now some people do it all kinds of different ways. We exercise all of them. We learn every position. And then while I'm there, I can work on engaging other muscles and other postures with intent. Now I'm on my horse stance facing this way. So once you intentfully stand in each of those positions, we build off of that and you learn all of the other transitional positions. But the next step after that is moving with intent. Once you get down standing with intent, you're pretty much thinking and looking with intent. Right? Now you're going to move with intent. Because a moment ago when we were talking about looking, using your range of vision, you use that and your other senses to help you decide which direction you're going to step. Do I hear less of an echo here because I know there's a wall right behind me and I can hear the difference between a wall being 3 feet from me and a wall being 20 feet from me? Think about that. When you do that and you're practicing in your home, you might get really close to something like, say, a cat. Okay? But you know what the cat feels like, you know it's there, you can hear familiar sounds. It increases your chances of not stepping on the kitty's tail, right? Or bumping into a wall, right? If I know the wall's there, I can adjust just like I would in a spontaneous situation. And this goes hand in hand with your yoga practice as well. Those of you who are not my martial arts students, but you're my yoga students. And the hybrid students, of course, you're picking all this stuff up and you're probably smiling and writing stuff down right now because this is very exciting for you. So, moving with intent. Here's an example. I'm going to move forward and I'm going to intend upon staying firm and tall. Not because I'm being arrogant, like some people assume, but because I'm being aligned, balanced, focused, and relaxed. If I was arrogant, I would be wearing my emotions on my face. Well, much like when I'm sad and I wear my emotions like this. Arrogance has a very particular look to it. Okay? You can be super focused and calm and relaxed while having the proper posture. Now, as your muscles get used to this, they will feel more comfortable like this, and you will be able to move from position to position with intent. Okay? So think about that. I want you to be intentful as much as you can today, and keep track of it in your journals and on your goal sheets. That's what our adults, that's what our adult students have to do, is they have to physically make a goal sheet. And on that goal sheet, we plug it into where it fits in their program, and we see what they're doing. So they write down questions, they write down things that they're struggling with today, things they don't get in the material they're practicing. Whatever you can think of gets written down there, and that's where the feedback comes in. But being intentful, intentfully focusing on every aspect of your day from the beginning to the end. Trying to intentfully use your senses and your positions to be getting a physical, practical exercise all day long, just by moving around doing everyday things. I can walk like this to the kitchen, or I can walk like this to the kitchen. Okay? Try it out. Now remember, those of you who are logging your practice to put down on your development sheets, I want you to pay attention to that, because anytime you implement some type of a movement into your daily life, it counts as practice. It counts as practice. If you find a way to make it justifiable, then you write it down as practice. And you're going to see how much time you're putting into your practice and how much it's actually changing your life, because you're going to be the first one paying attention to it. And that's the difference between self-discipline and discipline. Discipline is, I come to class twice a week or more, and I do everything my instructor shows me how to do, and then I go home. Self-discipline is, I do all of that stuff, but then I take the time to implement this where I need it most by myself without having a coach. Now, with our program, you have a coach. You'll have live interactive videos to take all of our normal classes plus a few extra. You'll have a library of basic information to look at and practice with, including your personal one-on-one sessions with me. And you'll have personalized videos made for you. So no matter what's happening, you can make a video with your questions in your practice, and I can make a video with my answers and send them back to you. The sky is the limit in terms of how we can make it work for your busy lifestyle and your hectic lifestyle. And everybody has a chance to try it out now because you're all at home. So try it out for 2 weeks. Go to karateforfree.com and fill out the form. Or if you see my Facebook ad, click Learn More. If you see me in the paper or anything like that, give me a call and we'll set up your introductory lesson. And we'll assess your goals and your family's goals, and we'll go from there. I look forward to meeting you. I hope everybody has a splendid day. It's beautiful outside. Go get some fresh air.